next slide. طيب. Once we finish Masjid Rasulullah, that's the masjid right there. We said a couple of minutes walk, there's a graveyard, an open graveyard. This is called Maqbaratul Baqi'. This was the graveyard that people would be buried in during the life of Rasulullah and after. Now, who's buried in Maqbaratul Baqi'? 4 Imams. That's unbelievable, brothers and sisters. 4 Imams right next to each other. Al-Imam Al-Hasan, Imam Zain Al-Abidin, the 2nd Imam. The 4th Imam, Imam Al-Baqi', Imam Al-Sadiq. In addition, all these people. Abbas, the uncle of the Prophet. Ibrahim, the son of the Prophet, who died, he was a child. Atika, the aunt of Rasulullah. Al-Banin, she's buried somewhere there. Fatima bint Asad, the mother of Imam Ali. Most of the wives of Rasulullah, excluding Khadija. Khadija is buried in Mecca. And almost 6,000 to 7,000 companions of Rasulullah. They're buried, it's a very big cemetery, and until today they bury people in it, towards the other end. The 3 daughters of Rasulullah, Kulthum, Ruqayya, Zainab, some ulama believe they were biological daughters, some believe they were stepdaughters. They're all buried there. And some ulama believe Fatima Zahra is also buried there. So we have 2 opinions. She was either buried next to Rasulullah under the green dome or in the Baqi'. But because Imam Ali hid her grave, then that's why there is this confusion. Now, something you have to realize and understand, unfortunately, about the Baqi' is only men are allowed to enter. You see this people walking? They never allow women to enter. So for women, if they want to do ziyarah, you see these gates? These gates are elevated. There's steps. You would have to go down behind the gates from outside, do ziyarah. This is for the sisters. For the brothers, they open it. And last time I went, they would open it twice a day only. This whole graveyard, it's locked down. They open it twice a day. Each time, 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Yani the whole 24 hours, it's open 30 minutes. So that's why you have to be ready. And when they open it, people run. People run so they can do ziyarah, and then they quickly take you out. So for the men, you have to be ready. Usually it's after Salat al-Asr. So I would say around 4 p.m. And after Salat al-Fajr. Maybe like 30 minutes after Salat al-Fajr. They open it. So try in your 3 days or whatever we're in Medina, try it for the men, try to do ziyarah, both times during the day. But if you missed it, you can, behind the gate, you can stand behind it and do ziyarah from there. No. Ali, go to the next slide. Unfortunately, because of the Wahhabi sect, this is the graves of the 4 Imams. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how they're buried, because they believe it is haram to build a shrine or to fix a grave. So this is how you will see it. طبعا you can't get too close. When you enter, there's also another barrier, kind of like it's like a prison. And from behind that second gate, you can see the 4 graves, but it's like 100 feet from behind. It's like where I'm standing in the door. So this is exactly how it looks like today. This grave is believed to be the grave of Fatima Zahra. Yani not 100%, but this is what many ulama believe. So Fatima Zahra, we do ziyarah twice. When we're doing ziyarah of Rasulullah, we read her ziyarah there because she could be buried here. And then when we come here, we visit the Imams and we also do a quick ziyarah of Fatima Zahra. But this is how all the graves are, unfortunately. They don't allow anyone to fix it, to make it nice, because the Wahhabi school of thought believes it's haram, it's shirk. No, actually, if you Google it, it was 100 years ago that they demolished there was a very nice shrine over the 4 graves of the Imam. When the Wahhabis came into power, Al Saud, about 100 years ago, they completely demolished it. No, so through the last 1,000, 12, 1,300, there were many times where there was something nice, a grave built over it. But unfortunately, the Wahhabis now, for a century, they have not allowed anything to be built on top of it. Su'al? Inshallah. So the ziyarah of the Imam, so this is, I said behind the barrier, so like you're standing right here and then you can see the 4 graves right there. Now, this is just chains. This is an older picture. Now it's like a gate. It's like all these metal rods. So The ziyarah of Ahlul Bayt is very beautiful, brothers and sisters. It's one ziyarah of the 4 Imams of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. And there's one part, it's so beautiful, it's touching. Yani your eyes start to tear when you read it. And I remember it yani every time I've went to Umrah or Hajj. It's this part where you tell the Imams after you do the ziyarah, فَكُونُوا لِي شُفَعَاء. So please be my intercessors on the Day of Judgment. فَقَدْ وَفَدْتُ إِلَيْكُمْ إِذْ رَغِبَ عَنْكُمْ أَهْلُ الدُّنْيَا. For I have come to you when the majority of the people of the world have abandoned you. وَاتَّخَذُوا آيَاتِ اللَّهِ هُزُوًا وَاسْتَكْبَرُوا عَنْهَا. They have abandoned you and they have neglected the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yani it's such a tragedy that these great 4 Imams of Ahlul Bayt are just left like this without any proper care. And majority of the Sunni world, they do not visit the Imams. You will find a small minority of Sunnis that they come and visit, but the majority of them, no. Aslan, they don't care because they're either taught that this is shirk, or because to them the Imams, the 4 Imams of Ahlul Bayt aren't that important.